everyone, my name is Lindy. 안녕하세요 여러분, 전 Lindy라고 합니다. And today I'll be teaching you how to dance HYOLYN, saying my name. So to begin, you're going to be seeing a screen now that has the times for everything. So if you just want to go to the end and watch it with counts or go to a specific part, you can do that. I'll also put the times in the description box down below. Cool, so I'm going to be teaching you the chorus and we're going to be starting from the watch me while I do it, that part, yeah. So the first moves to begin, we're going to start, you're going to say, watch me, no. On the watch me, they're gonna have their feet spread apart wider than shoulder width, and then they're going to squat down, and you're gonna drag your hands down your legs, and then when they say watch me, you're gonna end up pushing your left shoulder forward when you land down here. So they're going to be ready and watch me. Good. So after watch me, it'll be while I do it. And so all that is after they have squat down for watch me, they're going to stand up, start facing the left. You're gonna have your hands and fists on either side of kind of like your hips, and then you're going to chest pop, chest pop. So all that is when you're facing the left and having your fists with little sinews facing backwards, you're gonna slightly bend your legs, and then you're going to push your chest outwards, bringing your shoulders back away. So kind of like you're pulling your arms backwards while you push your chest forward and back, and then one more time, forward, back. And that's going to be watch me while I do it. Yeah, and when you do this, you're still, after you squat down, you don't stand up straight all the way. You kind of just push yourself to the left and do the chest pump, kind of as you stand up. Cool, so after the watch me while I do it, they're going to do the yeah, that part. And so all that is, so after you watch me while I do it, you're gonna bring your left foot in, so slide pushing your body weight onto your right foot, and then you're gonna take a kind of a step, you're gonna fall onto the left foot just after you push it in, and then you're going to start this move, kind of like a slow pony with like the arm pump. So what that is, let's do the feet first. So the basic pony, what a pony is you're going to stand on your left foot, you're going to push off of it, then you're gonna fall back onto your left foot, bending that leg and bringing up your right leg. Then you're gonna take a step out onto your right foot again, pushing your body weight onto that foot, then fall again, bringing up your right leg, push, fall, and when you fall, right now, basically all you have to do is just kind of crunch your body. So your body's up here when you're up, and then when you bring up your right leg and fall into your left foot, crunch your body in, then push it out, crunch in. Yeah, and that's the basic kind of like slow pony move that they're doing during this whole time. Cool, so that's just going to be after you watch me while I do it, and yeah. Good, they keep doing it longer, but that's just the first two. And what the hands are doing, the hands are gonna be doing a pump. You're basically pumping back and forth. So on the first one, after you watch me while I do it, your hand is just gonna kind of come forward, pretend like you're grabbing a pail or a bucket, whatever. Then when you fall onto your left leg, you're going to bring it up by the elbow behind you. Then when you press down your right foot, you bring your arms straight down by your side. And then when you fall again, you now kind of like you're lifting the bucket up in front of you. And then when you bring down your foot, bring down your arm again. Then one more time, go backwards, and forwards, and backwards, forwards. Yeah, that's the basic movement. It's just kind of pretend like you're carrying a heavy pail. It's pretty heavy, and you're swinging it behind you, swinging it in front of you, swinging it behind you, in front of you. Yeah, and they're gonna be doing that for a while. So after you watch me while I do it, and yeah, continue, watch me while I do it, and yeah, so you're gonna be doing it up until she says yeah for the second time. Good. So you're gonna be doing kind of two sets of forward and back. So you're gonna go backwards, forwards, and yeah. Good. So 4 in total, 2 front, 2 back. Cool. So let's one more time bring that back to the beginning up until there and then move on. So I'll say 5, 6, 7, watch me while I do it, okay? 5, 6, 7, watch me while I do it, and yeah, 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 watch me while I do it. Good. After that, so after you do the 4 arm pumps, watch me while I do it, yeah, 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 is what you're gonna do. So all you're doing, if you face the front looking for the feet first, they're going to do yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's happening here is you've got your left leg bent and you're going to be touching your right toe to the ground. And when you touch that toe, that's going to hit your hips up and to the right. So basically you're staying bent on your left leg and you're keeping your right leg straight. And when you touch it to the ground, it twists to the right. Then when you pick up your foot, you twist your hips back just to neutral and it's off the ground. And then one more time, touch, pushing your hips to the right. Then bringing your foot up, pushing your hips back to the left. Yeah, and that's the basic move. So it's just touch, touch, just like that. And so if you go back from normal, it's going to look like yeah, yeah. And then on the third yeah, yeah, it's a similar thing, except you hold your foot on the ground for longer, and when you touch, instead of immediately coming back up again, you're going to push your hips out, and now you're going to push them back into the right wall and bring them all the way around. Yeah, so it's going to look like, one more time, yeah, yeah, yeah. Just with the feet, and you keep your body weight on your left leg, keep that bent the whole time, and that's going to allow you to move your hips all the way around, because if you had your body weight over here, it would be really hard to do the movement. So stay back on your left leg, and that'll allow you to do the moves. Cool, so what your hands are doing at this part, they're going to be moving with your hips, so they're going to be up in fists like this. They're going to be above your head, kind of like in a Y position, and when your foot touches the ground, you're gonna move your hands to the right, keeping them straight, kind of like when you move your hip to the right, you move your arms to the right, then they move back with your hip to neutral, to the right again, back to neutral, and then on the third one, when your hips go all the way around, you're gonna bring your right arm down, and your left arm is gonna come like it's sweeping, almost like it's sweeping something over your right ear, and you're gonna sweep your right arm, it's gonna come down in a blade, and then it's gonna push out in front of you and to the right. As your hips go around, your hand just moves with your hips. And if you want, you can also add in like a head movement. So hitting your head back to the right as you move your hips and your hand to the right. Or you can just leave it neutral, whichever you want. But also all it is one more time is after you, yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, just like that. And so your hand, when it comes down, it's gonna end up to the other side of your neck, kind of at your left shoulder. Good, so let's do the 4 arm pumps up till there and we'll move on, okay? So I'll say, watch me while I do it, and yeah, 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 okay? Ready, and watch me while I do it, yeah, yeah, yeah. Watch me while I do it, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Good, cool, so after that, after you watch me while I do it, yeah, 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 it'll be the feeling like a music, yeah, yeah, yeah. So what's happening there? So after you've brought your arms and your hips around, you're going to step right, left, kind of a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and keeping your left arm at your hips. What your right arm's doing is it's going to be in this kind of fist, or like if you're grabbing the reins of something position, it's going to be coming from your left shoulder, kind of parallel with the ground at your left shoulder level. It's going to be like you're pulling something, like you're opening curtains, and you're opening them, pushing them to the right, past your right shoulder. Then you're coming back around, grabbing the curtains again, pulling them and pulling them. So kind of imagine if you pull curtains and then that allows you to like pull your body forward as well. Or maybe it's like a rope, something heavier. So you're gonna pull it and then that pulls your chest slightly in the opposite direction. So like you're pulling away, pulling away. Yeah, and that's just gonna stay level the whole time. And as you do that, you're going to be twisting your foot. So your foot is going to kind of milk out the movement with the rest of your body. So when you pull it, your hands and your feet are, so when you start pulling the curtain, your feet are just kind of even like this. And you're gonna be putting your body weight pressure on your left toe, a lot of it. So kind of lean down on your left toe almost. And when you pull the curtain, you're gonna be twisting your left knee out and to the left, and that's gonna allow you to push your body to the left and kind of lunge that way. And then when you grab the curtain again, you're gonna be twisting your left knee back to center, staying up off of your left heel, and then when you pull the curtain again, twist your knee and push to the left. Yeah, so that's all the movement is it's just your left hand just at your belt buckle or kind of your upper thigh, and you're going to be grabbing the curtain, twisting your knee and pulling the curtain open. One more time, grab the curtain, twist the knee, pull it open, and that's all this is. By kind of keeping your body weight on your left toe as well, that's going to give it that kind of more of the textured, rather than like if you were just straight up in here and just twisting your left knee and you have more body weight on your right foot, it wouldn't look as good. So you want to lean onto the left and really kind of dig into the ground, and that's going to allow you to give it a bit more texture. And so that's going to be the feeling like a music, yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's going to be 4 of those. Let's bring it back to the watch me while I do it right before that. So I'll say ready and watch me while I do it, and we'll do it all the way through the feeling like a music, okay? So ready and watch me while I do it, yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling like a music, yeah, yeah, yeah. Good. So after that is the 부러져요 나, you know what I mean. So all this is after you open the curtains 2, 3, 4 times. On the 부러져 날, you don't really do anything, you just kind of stand there. And then the 부러져 날 O, on the O, you're going to be taking your right hand, and it's like you're going to be hitting your left ear, and then you're going to be following that around your head. And as you do that, keep your legs straight, and you're going to be making a circle with your hips to the left, and then following your hand and your hips, just bring them back around into the right. So if the ground was a clock, you'd be going counterclockwise with your hips. So that's going to look like 부러져 날 O. You know, yeah. So 부러져 날 O on you know what I mean. It's slightly different for the different sides. So if you want to follow HYOLYN, or if you want to follow whichever side, I think I was following the background dancer who was on the right up at the front, because HYOLYN was just singing in the middle at this point. So all this is, so after you 부러져 날 O, you know, you just let your hand come down to your shoulder. On what, you're gonna bring your hands flat against your chest, and then they're gonna open to either side, and they're gonna open with the fingers forward. On what, you're also gonna do that chest pop out to the right. On what, and then on I, all you're gonna do is bend your left leg, keeping your right leg straight, throw your hands and your head down. So it goes down on I, and then on mean, you just throw your hair back up and just stand back up again. So it's going to look like 부러져 날 O, you know what I mean. Just like that. Cool. Let's bring that back to watch me while I do it before the feeling like the music, all the way to what we've done so far, and then we'll go back to the beginning up to there before we move on, okay? So I'll say ready and watch me while I do it, okay? So ready and watch me while I do it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling like a music. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 부러져 날 O, tell me what you mean. You know what I mean, whatever those are. And if you want to do that with counts, that's going to be, this is going to start on the 6 and 7, 8. So I'll say 3, 4, 5, we'll start, okay? So 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Good. So let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back to the beginning and do that up to there. So I'll say 5, 6, 7, watch me while I do it, okay? So 5, 6, 7, watch me while I do it, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Watch me while I do it, and yeah, yeah, yeah. Feeling like a music, yeah, yeah, yeah. 부러져 날 O, tell me what I mean. You know what I mean? I don't know what those lyrics are. Anyway, cool, so moving on. So after that is the boom and say my name, what, not that thing. So what's happening here? I mean, it's just basically twerking, which I'm so at. So all you're gonna do is after you, what I mean is come up on the 7. What these counts are gonna be is when you take a step with your left foot, 1, you're gonna take a step with the left, and you're gonna shuffle kick with your right, so just kicking your foot against the ground, kicking it forward. 1 and 2 is when you land. So basically the timing is after you, 6 and 7, 8 and 1 and 2. Good, and that's gonna start you for the twerking, cool. And then you're gonna land with your legs spread apart, so if you look from the front, they're gonna be spread apart like this, and you're gonna be in a squat. And when you land, what your arms are doing, you're gonna be having your hands like you're grabbing something like the reins again. You're gonna be having your left arm, it's just gonna stay straight out. And what your arm is doing is it's just going to grab the reins with your left, kind of then pull it out to the right, almost like it's a bow and arrow. So you kind of grab the bow, and then you kind of grab the string and pull it. One more time, reach for the string, pull it. You just reach for the string and pull the string is what you're doing. So your thumb is kind of facing the left and it's in this position. And what you're doing is you're going to be twerking while you do it. So when you land with your body kind of concave like this, so almost crunched in, and then you're going to focus on the down. So it's not like an up, up twerking, it's a down, down, kind of focusing on hitting downwards. So you first start downwards, then you pick it up, kind of arch your back like this, arch your back, and then hit down one more time. Hit, arch, hit, arch, hit, arch, hit. So it's really a quick up when you arch, and then you hit down harder. And one thing you can also do is kind of what it looks like they're doing is they're kind of staying on their toes, and they're hopping when they do that, and that allows it to kind of get more of that movement. So if you stay on your toes, it's going to allow, like, this movement is easier than just staying. I mean, I guess it's easier for some people to do one or the other, but you can also stay on your toes is what I'm saying. Stay on your toes while you do it, and then it's gonna be easier to kind of move your hips. And or wear heels, that will also make it easier, but I'm inside, so. So one more time, so that's going to be after you. 7, 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So basically each pull is worth 4 like twerks with your hips. So it's like 4 of those. Cool. And also you do that, the last part of that is the head. So you're gonna start looking to the left when you first pull, and then you're going to bring your head looking forward, and then when you throw again, you hit your head to the left, and then bring it forward. You're just going to be basically looking left, and then bring it forward as you pull the bow back, looking left, bring it forward. Yeah, cool. So you're gonna be doing 3 and kind of like a half rounds of those. So after you kick 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of hits with your hips. Then you're gonna hit forward again. 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. And then on the last one, you're just gonna basically get kind of 1 hit with your hips before you na-na to the front. So it's 3 full kind of rounds of that, and then a partial one. So one more time, it's going to look like after you. 6 and 7, 8, and 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, na-na before that. Yeah, cool. And so after that is the na-na. Boom, say my name, what? She just kind of walks around to the back. And so all that is after you do your 3.5 rounds, you're going to, on the 4th round, so you're here, then she's going to say the na-na. All it is straighten your legs, shift your hips to the right or kind of to forward, and then you're gonna bring up your right hand and kind of hit like na-na. And then after this, boom, on that part, all she's doing is she's gonna bring her hands, they're gonna kind of clap together, staying flexed like this, and they're gonna come up and around, but you're facing to the left. And then you're going to push your hips even more onto your right side, keeping your right leg straight. So it's just like hit like this, and you can also hit your head back into the right. So it's going to look like after you, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, na-na, and hit. Cool. And so if we want to do that with counts, that'll make a little bit more sense. Let's do all those with counts back from the 7, 8, and that, okay? So I'll say 6 and 7, 8, okay? So 5, 6 and 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, na-na, 2, and 3, and 4, good. Yeah, so just na na 1, and 2 is when you're going to do that hit and pushing your hips to the right. Cool. So after that, there's very little at the end. After you push your hips to the right, 2, you're just going to turn around, walk. 3, 부러져나 O. You know what? On the what, you just turn around. So you just keep walking backwards. On what, you turn around. And then on I, you hit your hands down and your body down. I, and then on mean, you just hit back up again. Yeah, so it's just going to look like after you. Na, hit, say my name, what, 부러져나 O. You know what I mean. Just like that, cool. So let's do that again from we'll bring it back from the feel it like a music. 부러져나 O, you know what I mean. We'll bring it back from there. So I'll say feel it like the music, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll just count the end, okay? Cool, so ready, and feel it like a music. Yeah. 부러져나 5, 6, and 7, 8, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, na, and hit, say my name, what, 부러져나 O, you know what I mean. Cool. Now let's bring it back to the beginning and do the whole thing with counts. So I'll say 5, 6, 7, watch me while I do it, okay? So 5, 6, 7, watch me while I do it. Yeah. Watch me while I do it. And yeah. Feeling like a music. Yeah. 부러져나 O, you know 5, what I mean. 8, and 1, and 2, say my name, what? 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, na, and hit, say my name, what? 부러져나 O, tell me what I mean. You know what I mean. Cool. And that's the end of this video. If you liked today's video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss any upcoming videos. 여러분 오늘 봐주셔서 감사드리고 이 영상을 재미있게 보셨으면 구독, 좋아요하고 댓글을 많이 남겨주세요. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.